Have you ever heard of a person so toxic they could make an entire hospital staff sick just by being near them? This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. It's the bizarre and true story of Gloria Ramirez, the toxic lady. In 1994, Gloria was rushed to a California hospital emergency room. As nurses drew her blood, they immediately noticed something was off. A strange, oily sheen covered her skin, and a fruity, garlic-like odor filled the air. Then, the impossible happened. One by one, the medical staff started fainting, experiencing shortness of breath and even temporary paralysis. In total, 23 people fell ill, and 5 were hospitalized. What was going on? The situation was so bizarre that a Hazmat team was called in to evacuate the E. An autopsy was performed, but the results only deepened the mystery. One popular theory suggests a strange chemical reaction occurred inside Gloria's body. She was reportedly using a solvent called DMSO as a home remedy for pain. When combined with the oxygen given by paramedics, it could have converted into a highly toxic chemical warfare agent. But this theory has never been definitively proven. To this day, the case of Gloria Ramirez remains one of the most baffling medical mysteries of our time. Was it a freak chemical accident or something else entirely? The truth, it seems, went to the grave with her. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories. Toxicologists, chemists, and federal investigators step in. The goal: find a chemical explanation. The DMSO theory. Investigators from Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory developed a theory. They suggested Gloria had been using dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO, a solvent sometimes used for pain relief. The theory proposed she may have applied DMSO to her skin. Oxygen treatment in the A caused it to transform chemically. The compound converted into a toxic gas. Staff inhaled trace amounts. It was a complex chain reaction. But was it plausible? Scientific pushback. Some scientists disagreed. They argued the chemical transformation seemed unlikely in those conditions. Reported symptoms varied too widely. There wasn't enough measurable residue. Others suggested a psychological explanation. Mass psychogenic illness, also known as mass hysteria. The idea: staff members may have reacted to stress and fear. But critics said that theory felt dismissive. Too convenient. Too simple. Family response. Gloria's family strongly rejected the mass hysteria explanation. They believed something physical caused the event. They filed legal action. They demanded answers. But no criminal wrongdoing was ever confirmed. And no definitive toxin was officially identified beyond the DMSO hypothesis. Media explosion. National headlines picked up the story. Talk shows debated it. Medical journals discussed it. The case became one of the strangest medical mysteries in modern American history. And yet, no universal agreement emerged. So what really happened that night? Was it chemistry? Psychology? Or a rare medical anomaly no one had seen before? More than 30 years later, the question remains: how could a hospital become a hazardous zone in minutes? Autopsy and aftermath. Gloria's body was examined under controlled conditions. Officials eventually concluded the DMSO theory was the most plausible explanation. But plausible is not the same as proven. The case was closed, but not solved to everyone's satisfaction. Psychological versus chemical debate. This case became a textbook example in discussions about emergency room safety protocols, hazard response procedures, mass psychogenic illness, chemical exposure detection. Medical schools still reference it. Experts still debate it. Cultural legacy. The case inspired documentary segments, medical mystery discussions, internet conspiracy theories. But unlike many true crime stories, there was no villain, no intentional harm, just unanswered questions. Final thoughts. The Toxic Lady case forces us to confront something unsettling. Not all mysteries involve criminals. Sometimes science itself becomes the puzzle, and sometimes even the experts don't agree. On a February night in 1994, one emergency room changed forever, not because of violence, but because of uncertainty. And in medicine, uncertainty can be the most frightening thing of all.